Hey guys, what's up? It's Kooltrex here, and today we're going to be taking a look at the art of Fire Emblem Awakening. Alright guys, so here's the book, The Art of Fire Emblem Awakening. Now I've wanted this book for a really long time. Really happy to finally have it. It's really awesome to finally have it here. So yeah, let's just go ahead and start off. So up front here we got the title and everything. Looks really nice, and we have a beautiful illustration of one of the main characters from the game, Lucina. It's very nice matte finish here, really nice looking. And on the side we got the Dark Horse logo. Dark Horse has made some really great video game related books in the past. They did Hyrule Historia as well, and they did the other Zelda book. I think it's called I forgot what it's called. But yeah, they made some really good books. So yeah, The Art of Fire Emblem Awakening. Here we have the back, which tells you what the book's about and everything. So yeah, let's just get right into the book. So yeah, let's just go right into it. Just gonna try to show you as much as I can, and just let you guys know, hey, if you want this book. So yeah, we're starting off with section 1, which is the official illustration gallery. So here we have the main box art of the game. It's right there. We got some promotional art from the website, I believe. We have the same cover, the same art that's on the cover of the book. So yeah, it's really cool. We got now we have some illustrations from the game itself. Now we have the illustrations of the characters. So it's got all the characters from the game. It's got a very big version of their basically their art, and it's got the critical hit stance, what they do when they're getting critical hit, their face. And it gives you just a brief description of the character, their name, and just a quote from them that kind of like describes the gist of their character. So we got Chrom here, we got Lissa, we got Frederick. I love Frederick, he was one of my favorite characters in the game. Brian, he was really cool. Sully, she was pretty awesome. And yeah, we got Vic, Gaius, Killam, he was really funny. If you play the game, you know why. Because basically no one he's like that kind of guy who's like there, but no one even realizes he's there. Like, he's basically nobody. Cordelia, she was awesome because I got one of my favorite character in the game, Lonku, to marry her, and together they were just like a powerhouse couple. Like, literally they would kill everything. It was just so epic. Like, yeah, awesome. She's probably my favorite female character in the game. She was awesome. We got it's another illustration from chapter 2 of Sumia. Darja, I married my avatar to her, and she was really, because I really liked her personality and her character design and everything, but she's just like crazy in battle because she gets all these like dark magic spells and stuff. She's just really powerful. And Lonku, he's my favorite character from the game because he's just really funny because he's such a badass. He uses like all these like powerful swords, and this, like, he gets critical hits all the time. But when he's around women in the game, he gets like really nervous and stuff. So yeah, it's just really funny, and yeah, he's just definitely my favorite character in the game. He's very relatable, and yeah, awesome character. Let's see what else we have here. And yeah, just keep showing characters off. Henry, I love Henry. He was so funny. His dark sense of humor, it was awesome. And yeah, just keeps going, and just keep seeing more arts. Very nice. We got wall heart. And what's cool is that it doesn't just have the the good guys. It also has like the bad guys, like Gangrel and Wallheart, and side characters too. So yeah, that's pretty much all the character art. And now we have all the children. So Lucina, Jerome, and yeah, this goes on for quite a while. So yeah, if you like the art from the characters, this is a really cool section of the book. Morgan. And yeah, here we have some story event illustrations. This is when Chrom has his first daughter. And here we have what's this called? This is when I think this is the cutscene when near the end of the game. So yeah, we got Valadar, really cool. And here we have some of the characters from the older games got like redesigns, and they were in the game in like the DLC. So we have some of those here. We have Marth from, like, you know, that's basically like the main guy from the whole series. Roy from FE6. He looks really badass here. Maisea from, I think, the Telus games, and Ike and Alencia from the Telus games as well. I haven't played those. Leif and Selif, I think they're from the Super Nintendo ones. Erica and Ephraim, I know where they're from. They're from Sacred Stones because I played and beat that game last summer. I'm not sure why Erica's wearing a bride's dress though, because in the original she's not wearing that. She's wearing a mini skirt and like a armor, so it doesn't really make sense why she's wearing a bride thing here, but whatever. Ephraim, he looks badass as ever. He was one of my favorite characters. Alman Celica from Fire Emblem Gaiden, which is actually getting a remake this year, and I cannot wait for that. That's gonna be so good. It's gonna be so badass seeing them again. And yeah, I'm just really excited for Fire Emblem Echo Shadows of Valentia. It's gonna be awesome. Lindis from Fire Emblem 7. Definitely one of my favorite characters from the series, and that's definitely my favorite game in the series. Yeah, really cool redesign. She does look a lot more anime-ish here than she did in the original. But yeah, and we have all the characters from the games that these characters appear in, and all the whatever. And then we have section 2, concept art. So this is one of my favorite sections because you get to see how the characters looked before the game was even made and how they're making them and everything. You can see like little notes on the side, and these are all, I'm pretty sure these are all like the actual notes and everything. So yeah, really, really cool. Lucina, Robin, Valadar, Emerin. Yeah, there's a lot here. So for example, look at Walhart here. Look how different he looked in the concept art. So, you know, he has a beard here. He's got whiter hair here. He looks more feudal Japanese here, kinda. And the actual design, he has like these big devil horns. So yeah, it's really cool to see the redesigns and everything going on. Or like Alyssa here, she had hair that went down before, and in the actual game she doesn't have. She has like these ponytail things. I kind of wish she had down her hair though. She looks better than that. Yeah, it just lots of concept art. I don't think we need to show all that, so I'm just gonna show you some of that grime and stuff like that. I'm gonna move this a little bit back, it's getting in the way. Here, costume design, so all the enemies and all the characters and pretty much everyone, how they all look. Lots of work to make all these models and characters and stuff. So yeah, really cool. Here we have my favorite part of the book. This is the weapon design, because Fire Emblem is not, it has lots of really cool weapons, but you don't get to see them that much because it's not really, you know, you only see the weapons really in the battle. You don't really get to see how they look and everything, besides like a few, like the Falchion and like the cutscenes, like the actual Fire Emblem itself and stuff. But here we have all the weapons in Fire Emblem Awakening and a few other ones from outside of Fire Emblem Awakening. We got 11 Sword, which is one of the most badass weapons ever. Armor Slayer, such a big and sick weapon. Soul Caddy, which is like Lynn's weapon from FE7. Here we have Roy's Blade. We have Elowood's Blade. Lots of cool swords here. Here we have all these other blades from outside of Awakening. Killing Edge. This is my favorite sword, or basically weapon in the entire series. It's just so sick because when you get a character like Joshua or Lonku, which is like a Myrmidon or like a Swordmaster, they literally, this weapon crits so much. It's just crazy. You're always getting crits. It's just so cool. Such a badass weapon. We got some lances and axes and other cool stuff in here. Bows and arrows. We have, yeah, hand axes. Lots of cool stuff. Indeed. Yeah, just really badass. Seeing everything. Yeah. And next up, one second, I'm just trying to flip this here. Oh yeah, Ragnar's Ike's weapon, I forgot to mention that. But anyways, character dialogue. So just lots of dialogue from the characters, you know. There's a lot of that. Section 3, story event illustrations. So they've got all the illustrations we've been seeing for a while. These are the illustrations from the story. However, it's more like, what's it called? They're all in one area, basically. So you get to see everything at once. So yeah, that's really neat to see. Let me move this here. I hope that was enough. You guys can just pause it. Here we have some more. Yeah, really nice. I feel like the illustrations in this game, like, they look so sick on like a wall scroll or like a poster. Some of them are just badass. Or like a desktop background. Here we have the character event proposal illustration. So basically, whenever you marry another character with your avatar, you can see all these you can see illustration whichever character you marry, depending on which gender you picked in the beginning as your avatar. you can marry a female as a male or male as a female, obviously. They didn't add, yeah, anyways. So here we have all of them. It's really cute to see all these. And I just think it's a pretty cool addition to the book overall. So yeah, just a quick overview of them all here. And cutscene storyboards, this is how they made all the cutscenes and stuff. And the cutscenes in this game are just gorgeous. Like, probably the best thing I've seen on the 3DS. They're just fantastic. Definitely, the cutscenes are just awesome. Like, if they made a movie with those, like that art, it would just be like awesome. So yeah, let's just see here. Just cutscenes of storyboards. Just showing all the cutscenes. And some of the cutscenes in this game are just like really emotional too. So yeah, one character dialogue. Section 4, players' voices. So basically, polls from like some websites in Japan on like which character is the best. This is some pretty cool additions. Yeah, Section 5, character profiles, and this just shows each character instead of the avatar, but each character, and it gives you a brief description of them. And it tells you what happens to them after Fire Emblem Awakening ends, like what they do afterwards, and it shows all their facial expressions when they're attacking or getting attacked or doing something. So, yeah, or like support conversations. So, yeah, really cool. And yeah, it's really cool to have. And they even have all the enemies and NPCs and all that. So it's just crazy. They have so much in this. More character dialogue, website background illustrations. Yeah, there you go. Really nice art. And I have character cards. So basically, you can get like DLC for like from characters from the older Fire Emblem games. So all these are redesigns. But then after this are all the actual designs from whatever respective game. So these are from Shadow Dragon for the DS. And these are all really old looking, so they're probably from like the Super Nintendo and yeah, NES and Super Nintendo games for the Fire Emblem. And after this we have the Game Boy Advance ones, Fire Emblem 6, you got Roy, you got all the classic Lilina, all the classic characters, and then you got Fire Emblem 7, like Zephiel and which are FE6, but yeah, there's there Roy, Matthew, Landis, Hector, Florina, and we got Carol and Jafar, really badass. It's really cool to see all these classic characters again. And we have Sacred Stones characters like Erica and Ephraim and Seth and Ines and Archel and Leon. And we have the Radiant Dawn and Path of Radiance, the Tellius games, which I haven't played, so yeah, but there you go, Black Knight and stuff. Character dialogue, glossary, so what everything is in the game basically. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Credits to all the voice actors and all the art designers and everything. It's all here. Here we have section 6, support conversations. So just look out how thick this is, guys, this part. Look at this. All this is support conversations. So when two characters talk to each other, how they interact and stuff. If you're ever curious about how two characters talk to each other in the game or how they got married or whatever, but you know, you don't want to have to play through just all that just to see what happens. It's all in here. So I read a couple myself, like Lissa and your avatar, and it's just really awesome to have all this in here. You could look it up on YouTube too, but it's really cool to have it all here as well. So yeah, it's a lot. And yeah, I think that's how the book ends right here with support conversations. So yeah, that is the art of Fire Emblem Awakening. So for an art book, it's fantastic. And it doesn't only have the art, it has all the stuff like support conversations, the glossary, and all the information and everything, and how everything's made and stuff. So this is more than just an art book. This is just a fantastic, like, basically dictionary of Fire Emblem Awakening, and a few other stuff outside of Awakening as well. Fantastic book. If you liked Fire Emblem Awakening, like I did, definitely recommend it. And if you're not the biggest fan of it, like me, I'm not the hugest fan of Awakening, even though I did enjoy it. I would still recommend it because it's just a fantastic book. You can pick it up. One second, here's the MSRP: $39.99 US, $53.99 Canadian. You can pick it up for less than that on like Amazon. It's like $20 on Amazon. For $20, this book is definitely worth it. It's just a great book. It's just packed with lots of information and content from the game. So yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of art books, but this is definitely a really good book. I definitely recommend it. And yeah, so overall, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. if you play Fire Emblem Awakening, this book helps you decide to buy this book or not. Let me know in the comment section below. Make sure to leave a like if you enjoyed. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and all the good stuff. And once again, thank you guys so much for watching my video. And I'll see you guys next time in more videos. Peace.